Hi, class. So today we're going to be talking about studying the use of technology and physical activity. Uh, so you have here Diohan, Servando, and me, Abdullahi. Let's get started. All right. So first, we started by looking at health applications and their benefits. So health applications are increasingly becoming popular form of fitness tracking. You can see them in the form of fitness wearables like Apple Watches, Fitbits, or even just fitness applications that you can do workouts from. Research has shown that fitness wearables are used for in order to maintain or improve physical condition, motivation to exercise more, and to improve energy levels.
And for the next category within our research, that brings us demographics of technology and physical activity. Physical activity and exercise play a key role into our overall well-being of individuals with both emotional and physical benefits. Research shows that Eat Health users had a higher level of physical activity compared to non-users. That being, eHealth is like a form, online platform or any application that helps aid physical activity levels. And also physical activity platforms can enhance social connectedness and improve behaviors. Also with that brings the correlation between screen time and physical activity.
Okay, then being like some of the behavioral characteristics, right? Motivation is a key point in physical activities, and without motivation, not everyone can get enough huge to exercise, right? For example, we have like the some kind of motivation like such as health, to be healthy and like to stay fit, or even like just as a hobby. This guy also was also kind of like a kind of motivations. The change in behavior caused by the lockdown interfere like with a lot of the fitness level that the population normally participated. For example, it could be like going up or down. Also, some articles shows like the lockdown restricted people to access like healthy behaviors and social interaction, which led to very like unhealthy mental well-being.
So the uh, purpose of the study was to understand how the use of technology during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown has affected college students' exercise behaviors and learning experiences. So one goal of the study was to learn about the consequences of an increased sedentary lifestyle during the lockdown. With this new form of online education, there was just a lot more students spending time in front of their screen rather than in the classroom in front of the teacher. So this study will determine how physical activity levels have changed from before the lockdown to currently.
Methods that we used to determine these was that we were able to recruit 6 participants, all of which were in the SF State University kinesiology department. And that being said, we gathered our research from the 3 of us, being 2 participants each. So we were able to implement. The ages of these range from 18 to 30 years old. And our participants were predominantly male and female participants.
And some of the methods in measurements. This study was a qualitative studies that measures include like Zoom meetings and Zoom recordings that were later transcribed in order to analyze the data. The que the questions that are based on participants access on was the question are based on participants' experience during the lockdown before and after in order to analyze their experience throughout this entire time period.
Right. So the procedure that we used in order to do the study was we recruited each participant individually and we asked them to sign a consent form in order to conduct the interviews. Once the consent form was received from the participants, we invited them to a Zoom call where questions about their physical activity and technology use during the lockdown were asked.
For data analysis, we were able to come with the participants' interviews were recorded and the recordings were transcribed and analyzed after the interviews were over. Each interview probably lasted about anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how in-depth we were able to get their feedback from. After transcribing the audio recordings for errors, we began to code the interviews into order in order to identify any major themes across the participants. The coding process we used was look for like key answers and get like a category to the in-depth responses to our questions.
Okay, so some of the implications were like can be used for educational purposes in order to identify the impact that online education has had on the students and how we can improve it. The research can also be used to study the impact that fitness and technology has on university level students. The research can also identify the kind of motivation that works the best for students and those who enjoy fitness, right?
As we discussed during the research, it showed that most people found it hard to adapt to the new system of education that took place during the pandemic. With increased screen time and not having access to quiet study spaces made learning very difficult. We also found that those that use fitness technologies were more likely to continue exercise, as this was a positive motivator in most cases. Exercise was a major motivator for all participants. Although motivations differed for why they participated in it, most agreed that health and wellness was a big reason. Thank you.